Hey there, I'm here to interrupt your regularly scheduled entertainment, and today you get my face. And that's because for today's video we are going to clean up this giant mess that I have behind me, and in the process of cleaning up that mess I have a bunch of old grab bags behind me as well. And those grab bags are from previous anime conventions, so they have, you know, the stereotypical like little brown sandwich baggies. What we're going to do is we're going to take those grab bags and we are going to make them prettier. We're going to move them from the brown bags over to these red waterproof bags, and we're going to flatten them out. So if that sounds at all interesting, just go ahead, tag along for the video. Alright, here we are on the floor now. Let's get started on all of this mess. One key aspect of cleaning is throw all the garbage to the other side of the room. But these are the infamous brown bags I was talking about. We're just going to open these up, uncurl what's in them, put them in these clear bags, and then we are going to put them in these really big waterproof mailers. And then when we're done, we're going to print out a bunch of labels and smack the labels on for, you know, $10 each, because that's what I usually sell these bags for. So one of the main reasons why we're even doing this is because in a few months, maybe like 2, I'm going to be making my way downstairs to my new office space that we are currently in the process of remodeling now. So having all of this put together, nice, neat, you know, fancy, will be very beneficial so that it's easier to move everything. So what we might end up doing is, once we got all of these placed in bags and everything, what we might do is just put a heavy book on top of everything so that it no longer does that. So let's go through some of these pictures while we're at it. This is a double-sided print. No, I don't do double-sided prints anymore. This is Jasper and Lapis somewhere on the screen. If I move out of the way, maybe about here, I'll put up, you know, both sides of what the picture is so that you can see it better, like the full res or whatever, because looking at it through the camera, just the print wise, it's not ideal. This is also when I was still like working out the sizing of my prints and the paper quality that I wanted, so this is like medium weight, I think, and it might be like an 8.5 by 11. I don't know. But yeah, I don't offer prints in, well, currently don't offer prints in this size anymore. I'm probably going to start offering them in this size as like the medium size compared to like a 5x7 postcard. But my standard now is an 11 by 17, which is kind of big. In addition to that print, we also have this, which is a 9 by 13, which is what I was doing for standard, but too many people complain that, you know, it's a dumb size so you can't get frames for it, which is completely understandable. Again, I'll post up the full res picture so you can see what it is. This is Cosmo from Sonic X, because everybody needs a reminder that Sonic X existed. Then we also have these postcard size prints. They're not exactly postcard because they're 2 different sizes. These were from like one of my first artist alleys. So as you can see, I got these from like Snapfish or something. Whatever FedEx place is, I don't know. Yeah. They're glossy and I hate glossy prints, so there's that. Artwork's old. Yeah, fun. Again, the full res images of what they are somewhere over here. This one is Pokemon and this one's Attack on Titan, which, yikes, I don't even like Attack on Titan anymore, so there's that too. And then we have the first addition to my All Might button, which is a velvet matte finish. My new button also is a velvet matte, but the new one is a different background. This is the before, this one down here is the after. And then we got these Steven Universe stickers that I didn't even bother cutting to shape for these ones because they're so goddamn small. And this was before I started getting die cut stickers. And a business card. And this is my old business card, so it doesn't even have all my links on it. And that is one bag. Like I said, a lot of these bags are kind of repetitive, so many of them will have the same exact thing. So I'm not going to list off what's in every single one of these bags, but you get the picture. So this grab bag that I just opened has a different Steven Universe picture, which is this pearl print from that episode when she sang the sad song and the internet blew up. And then we also have a different Attack on Titan picture, which, again, don't do Attack on Titan stuff anymore, so the only way you can get it is through these bags. I don't believe this one was in the last bag. I don't think this one was, or this Connie. And then we have Pokemon button. This one has a Nico Atsuma and a Steven Universe print. Anybody else miss Nico Atsuma? I know the game is still there, but I miss when people posted about it. It was cute. Cute cats. Relaxing. These are also, the Nico Atsuma one here is of just that copier paper texture. It's really gross, but she turned out cute, I guess. And then this, when I was trying to do like a realistic like painterly style, it's ugly. Let's not do that anymore. Okay, so this was actually my first 11 by 17 that I ever did, which then I stopped doing 11 by 17, so that's fun. This is a picture of Jasper, again with that like painterly style that I was trying to go for, which again, let me reiterate, gross. And then we have this one of Chibiusa. Cute, but wrong paper, so it got discontinued very quickly. This is Princess Bubblegum. I really enjoyed how this one turned out, so I'm still offering it in my current lineup, but nobody really cares about Princess Bubblegum. Oh no. Oh no! I know why I didn't. It's probably because these are ridiculously old. Alright, and with that, I think we're all unpacked here. So what we're going to do is clear off this table up here, just so we have a space to lay everything flat, and then put a bunch of heavy shit all on top of it. So, wish me luck. Okay, here we are at the table. It's a mess. I know. But we're going to clean it. So, this is the display bag, and it has a bunch of stuff that I usually just left out on the table for display purposes, obviously. What we're going to do is we're going to put in most of this stuff that's sitting here on the table, because this is all like very, very minor defective things that I don't really want to sell like full price for, so put a bunch of this in the grab bags just so that it has somewhere to go that's not the dump. So we're just going to put all of this here for right now. Alright, so we have this table cleared off enough. So now, next step is we are going to get a heavy book and smack it here on the table, and then we are going to take all of these like bags with like the rolled up prints, we're going to unroll them and stick them all underneath the book. So I have the perfect book in mind. So let's get to unrolling all of this stuff. So there's that. They're all in the book, getting weight on them so that they'll lay flatter, hopefully. So next step, we're gonna wait a day, see if this works, and then come back. For now, we're going to print off about 7 labels. They all say grab bag. Let's do a little zoom in of my label printer, and then we will extend to the next day. Alright, so, yeah, it hasn't been 1 day, it's been 2 days at this point. So, let's go ahead and check on our grab bags here and see if the weight of the book has successfully flattened the prints just enough where they're not going to roll up on each other again. Alright, so here we are over at this desk, and here's all the stuff that we pressed with the book. So let's see if removing the weight causes it to start curling up again. Let's go with these bigger prints, which we still have a tiny bit of curling on the inside here, but nothing that's, I think, going to be like super detrimental to taping these off and putting the labels on them. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly remove these all from the stack, move them over to the couch for just a moment, and then I need to put the paper cutter back on the desk so that we can cut these labels down to be a little more aesthetically pleasing. Alright, here's our paper cutter, and here are all the labels that I had printed. Mystery grab bag, which for whatever reason, on my actual print setup, like the print preview on my computer, it doesn't have this giant white border on the one end, so I'm not really sure like why it keeps printing pretty off-center. It doesn't really do that with, you know, the labels that I print when I go to ship things through my Etsy store, but we're just gonna chop that off and chop off some of the white border around like the other edges too, just to make it a little better. Alright, so we got our grab bag labels all cut up a little nicer. They're not like 100% perfect by any means, just because these are labels going on packaging. I'm not really that super concerned about it. But now what we can do is add in some here and there little more goodies to each bag. This is our bag full of minor defect items or just display items of things I'm discontinuing, so we're going to sprinkle in a couple of these per bag until we run out, basically. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to count out all of the items and just divide it by 7, because that's how many bags we have. I also have more defect items over on the couch that way, so I'll grab those when we have a better like count of what's going on here. We have 87 items here on the table right now. Divide that by 7, which is how many grab bags we have, which is about 12.4. The issue with that is it's not an even number. I can't give you 0.4 of an item. So we're going to add in a couple more goodies up until we get an even number. We're going to be throwing 13 items into each bag. So these bags are going to be pretty chonk and hefty when we're all done. Alright, that wraps up the grab bag situation. I'll be packing these away in another box. It's in another room full of my other Artist Alley stuff. But for right now, that's about it. This is the first time I've done like a vlog style video, at least in an extended format. I usually do like tiny little snippet things on TikTok here and there, but that's even few and far between. But I hope this was kind of entertaining, I guess. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more content, maybe similar to this, maybe not. Who knows? It's whatever I'm in the mood for mostly. In the description, there's also going to be a Linktree link to find me on a bunch of other places around the web, like Twitter and Facebook and things of that nature. In addition to that, there's going to be some shop links. Redbubble, TeePublic, that's where you would go to find my art on apparel things like t-shirts, sweaters, things of that nature. But the Etsy link is where you would go to find things that you would typically find at an anime convention, like prints, stickers, buttons. And don't forget to check me out on Patreon. This video is actually brought to you by Patreon, so thank you so much to Brigid Bree and Nick Sanchez for subscribing. But until next time, this is Minji signing off.